looking to do a trade on one of our Porsches for another Porsche. Let's go show you what we got.
Years.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
You got three toys, huh?
Yeah, well, the other one's my wife's car.
Oh, wow. How long have you had this one?
About 5 to 6 years.
6 years now. Where did it come from?
I bought it from a friend that passed away during COVID, and it used to be owned by Johnny Miller, the golf pro. So Johnny Miller won the '73 U.S. Open and went to Vallejo and bought this car.
Wow.
Monterey, Napa all its life.
Yeah. Nice. It's the original motor.
Yeah.
So what's special about the Carrera? What's
Well,
special
the
about
Carrera
that
for 74. 74 is really 1 year only. It's the only year where it has the ducktail. It's the lightest out of all of the G bodies. It's the only G body that the European bumperettes. It has its own special gear ratio. The Carrera has the flares. They only made U.S. Carreras. They only made 528. They only made 528. So if you think 528 U.S. Carreras for the whole U.S. market, not that many.
The wing is certainly a great look.
Oh yeah.
And did they come with the 911 sticker?
Well, that
Like
is
this?
it was an option.
It would be an option.
It's called the safety stripe, 74 to 77.
Those European headlights you
Yeah, I put the European headlights in it. You know, so it
You
got
need
factory sport seats. I think it's called GAW. Had a company in town, you know, install them. Well, it always was garaged, and all the families that owned it, you know, took good care of it. Like a clutch and a reseal, I kind of made like a little book, you know, for it. And
Oh, okay.
I went to actual Johnny Miller's house.
Oh,
And
you actually met him and
Yep.
showed him the car.
Yep.
It was painted.
The deal, you know, that when they bought it, you know, in '89.
Can we go for a quick spin?
Sure.
Alright guys, here is a very stunning 1974 Porsche 911 Carrera. One of only about 520 ever built. This is a US model with a very unique history. The car is very original. It was owned by a famous golf player. He won the US Open in the 70s, and then he bought this car after winning that. His name is Johnny Miller. You guys can look him up online. He lived here in Monterey. He lived in Napa, so it's been a local car pretty much all of its life. It's a sunroof delete, so it came with no sunroof, which was very, very rare. The caretakers of the car were all Porsche fanatics, so the car is in very nice shape. It was painted sometime in the 90s to its original color. A very good paint job, obviously. We have all the documentation, the certificate of authenticity, photos of the car when it was being painted. I have everything for this car. It's absolutely stunning. I would put it at above a driver quality car. I would say it's about an 8 out of 10. You guys are more than welcome to come check it out. Of course, it has minor rock chips and a few little things here and there, being about 30 years old, but absolutely stunning. The guy took it to many different concourse events and car shows. He refinished the Fuchs. He put Pirelli tires. Very beautiful looking. They suit the car very well. We'll be showing you every inch of this car here in this video, so make sure to watch it to its entirety. So I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with, 74 Carreras, but I'm sure if you guys are watching this video, you guys have some form of interest of the car. They have a lot of 1 year only items, such as the ducktail. By factory, they are a little bit wider. They're flared by the factory. They have optional stickers like these, the one on the hood and the one on the side. It's got a special gearing ratio, a little bit different than the regular. These here are the original blue California plates, and that is the dealership that he bought it on, just as a side note there. It's also the lightest G body made, and I'm sure Porsche fanatics can tell you guys a little bit more about them. Those are the things off the top of my head. And the guy was very, very particular with everything he put on it. He made it just the way he wanted it. I love the stance of these Fuchs and the Pirelli tires, they give an amazing look. These were refinished at a very well-known shop in the Bay Area. Of course, everything I'm saying on this car is documented with receipts, with all the booklets and everything. So we have the certificate of authenticity when the car was painted. Like I said, every little detail about this car is in the documentation. So we're gonna be going over that towards the end of the video. But nice tires, nice wheels, a beautiful ducktail. This thing opens and closes perfectly. You got the back plate matching the front plate, the original plates with the name of the dealership. This was a 74 option for the US. It's called their bumperettes for the European models, but they actually put them in the US spec vehicles for the 74 Carrera. That was another thing that was exclusive for the Carrera. As you guys can see, the paint, beautiful, shines excellent. If there's any imperfections, they're very minor. You can barely tell. We're gonna be going through the wheel wells too. They're like beautiful. It's much like the top of the car. The bottom looks excellent, just like the top. We're gonna be going through every inch of this car in this video. Of course, all the stickers on the windows can easily be removed. The only stickers I left on the car, there was a few more I took off, were the ones that I thought belonged on it. Because 74s had those stickers. You know, there were options that you'd order the sticker package, and that's how the sticker package looked. So I left that. I took off a little bit of the, you know, concourse stickers you put on and whatnot. And I left the ones in the windows, because those, you guys know, can easily be removed and they're not hiding anything. They're just through the window. The stance on the car is perfect. It's sitting right where it should. Again, I haven't noticed a single ding, dent. It's very nice all around. Whatever imperfections it may have, they're minute. They've been touched up and you can barely see them. Another thing that's very rare for this car is it doesn't have a sunroof. It's a sunroof delete car, which is good for people who are tall because it gives you a couple inches of extra space for your head. And I think it's a little bit more sporty. This color is called bright yellow. That's what the car deck says. And it is a very bright yellow. It's very nice. The guy did put these European headlights on. It's a very nice touch. But besides that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video of the body. Now we're gonna go on to the cosmetic condition of the interior, engine, trunk, and the floors. Okay, we're now on the driver's side, showing you guys the interior. The interior is in, much like the exterior, phenomenal condition. Let's start off by this door here. You guys see the door panel. When the car was painted, it was a nice paint job. It's nothing that doesn't look normal, or there's nothing outside of the ordinary. Your door jamb, nice and clean. You got your paint code right there, and it's on the certificate of authenticity. The dash is in very good shape. Your gauges look great. It shows about 15,000 miles, which is 115. Your keys in excellent condition. Bottom of the dash, very nice. The carpeting is all brand new, and you have cocoa mats, which suit the car, especially in that color. You have the optional sports seats. Not all Carreras came with sports seats. These look great. Everything here looks beautiful, as you guys can see. You got the sticker there. That's a fire extinguisher. It's just set right there. The seats look like they're in excellent condition. Headliner is nice. And that's about it. So as you see, the back seats are in very good shape. Carpeting is all new. You got cocoa mats at the back. Let's lift this up and show you guys underneath it in the next clips. All right, let's go through the passenger side now. All right, now I have the seats up. All right, let's fire her up. This car runs and drives excellent. You got a throttle right here. When you warm it up, you pull the throttle, let it warm up for a few minutes, and then you can bring the throttle back down. The previous owner stated you could drive this car quite literally to New York if you wanted. It is ready to go. The motor looks beautiful, sounds excellent. Nothing excessive leaks. It doesn't have anything that you really need to do to it. Of course, it's an old car. There's always things you can do to it, but not that I know of, honestly. Now that the motor's shut down, look how nice this thing shuts. All right, let's go through the front trunk. This is painted very nicely. Even the light works. The struts hold up the front hood, and you have everything from the compressor, a full toolkit. I think this is a refinished one he had. And I think this is a front grill is what that is. So what we're going to be doing now is going through everything underneath it. Let's take everything out and go through that. I'll show you guys the toolkit while we're here though. Everything is brand new, refinished, of course. This guy was a Porsche fanatic, so he wanted to make sure everything was as it should. You can see a brand new belt. These are all Porsche tools. He said he spent about $5,000 on this kit. And this is a compressor. It's all there as well. All right, let's go through the front. Underneath the carpet, there's no rust. Everything looks nice and neat. Everything looks the way it should. The nose is very clean. No sign of accidents. You have your spare tire. I'm pretty sure it's date coded to the car, but I think it's under that. This looks great. It's brand new. The gas tank. You got your VIN number right here. And you have your other VIN number right here as well. That all looks nice and clean, the way it should. Battery tray, absolutely no rust. Nothing of that sort. It's always been California, and then it's always been garaged. So this car runs and drives excellent. It's got a short shifter. So as you guys heard, it's got very short linkage. It shifts absolutely beautiful. You can downshift it. It's not sticky. All our gauges operate. There's no shaking in the steering wheel. I'm going straight down the road. I have a lot of power. The brakes feel good, the clutch feels good, the transmission shifts beautiful. All in all, it's a sorted out Porsche you guys can just get into and drive. And like the guy said, if you guys want to take it cross country, it's ready for a road trip. All right, let's go through the floor pans. So you got new shocks, new brakes. We'll be showing you guys that. I have photos with the tires off so you guys can see that too. No rust or anything. Clean floors, California floors, there's no rust. You'll notice front and back he put tow hooks, so it's very easy to attach it to your trailer or to any trailer. The tires are brand new. Calipers, as you see, look excellent. The tank is new. Those hooks are very useful as it makes it easy to take this thing on and off a trailer. All right, now let's go through the floors. You'll notice how clean the engine and everything looks under here. The guy was constantly working on this car. He was an enthusiast, so he made sure the car was always running, driving, and looking good. That was his goal. So as you guys see, the engine presents itself very well. The exhaust almost looks like it's new. I'm sure it is. It's an old Porsche, so it's almost impossible for it to be 100% leak free, but you can park this thing. It doesn't leak anything, you know, instantly on the floor. I'm sure when it sits, you have a drop or two, but nothing excessive. You got tow hooks right there and there, guys. So it's very easy to tow this car anywhere you want to go. Transmission, and of course the floor is rust free. Pirelli tires. Wheel wells look amazing. Check this out, nice yellow. Look at that nice jacking point. Floors are solid. Again, nothing notable leaking. Nothing outside of the ordinary. Very clean under here. You guys can tell California. There's no corrosion. You can see how clean these wheel wells are, guys. See the original yellow there. Valve covers look dry. Okay guys, so as promised, we have all the books, all the records, all the documentation, the certificate of authenticity, photos of Johnny Miller, signatures, everything that you can imagine. So here is the history that we know of it. Johnny Miller bought the car brand new. He bought it. Here is his name on the owner's manual. He bought this car 1974 at a dealership in, I believe, the Bay Area. Okay? He sold it to a family in Fresno. The family in Fresno turned out to be very meticulous as well. They kept very good documentation. They took the car to many different concourses, such as this one here. And they were very meticulous. That's great. They had a lot of these books. After that, it was sold to another enthusiast. Which is that guy right there. His name is Alfred. He was the third owner. He took it to many different concourse events here in Monterey, California. And again, he was extremely documented. So these are his documents. These are the documentation from Fresno. And there's even booklets of, yearly regular maintenance. They were very meticulous and kept everything. Here's a certificate of authenticity. Certificate of authenticity. It's all numbers matching. The car is fully numbers matching in its original color. And everything is the way it should be. This booklet here is very important. This booklet has all the information about the car. From the owner's manual, his name, important documentation such as this one when it was sold, and what were the major services. This is Johnny Miller himself, right next to his old car, and that was at one of the concourse events, and that was Johnny Miller's signature on a brochure, and that's a certificate authenticating Johnny Miller's signature. Here are photos of when the vehicle was painted. So you have these photos here. And when it was finished. They did a lovely job. And then these are vehicles that the guy took through the years. You could see photos of the car before they put carpets. You guys can see there was no rust when the carpet was installed. You can see how clean it is behind the tires. More pictures. That was at the concourse. That was Johnny Miller's little statue. This was concourse events. He enjoyed it, took it to many different shows. That was when the wheels were getting refinished. That was the guy that refinished them. The records are there. He's very well known for the Fuchs. That was also when they put the Pirelli tires. So the car is very tasteful. It comes with all the documentation. Nobody can go wrong owning this car and having all of these documentation to go with it.